We're going to do a brief video of Tesla stock, and we're looking at a daily chart with three different moving averages on there. You can barely see the green, which is the 5-day, the red's the 20-day, and the blue is the 200-day moving average. This is a daily chart. Let's go back and take a look at a longer term view. We can see starting here back in May of 21 where the stock price of Tesla was hugging the 200-day moving average, and that's kind of unusual the way it did that. It came down here from about the 900 level down to about the 562-ish or so and tested the 200-day moving average, essentially bounced off of it and did almost a parabolic rally up here to above the 1200 mark. We got what you might expect from a parabolic rally. You're almost always going to get a sell-off, and we got that sell-off down here to this low in February of around 700 bucks. You're same thing, a sharp, hard rally up and playing with the 200-day moving average now, closing hard below it, closing hard above it, but the moves are too sharp to be sustainable. Anytime you see a parabolic rally like this, it's not going to hold up. Same thing here, cannot hold up. What goes up must come down. You saw, if you look carefully, you can see this gap here, an exhaustion gap to the top side is almost always going to be filled. You can see this tiny little gap here was filled by this spike. So when you see markets gapping and moving parabolically like this, you can see these big gaps here and then filled. This is a market that, even though it's extreme high volume stock and a very high price stock, is still trading kind of like a penny stock almost, and it's hard to believe but true. So we saw a not unexpected severe decline with a very strong close under the 200-day moving average. Now what's surprising here is the 200-day moving average never really was in a significant uptrend. It was kind of like a lackadaisical trend up, and now it's gone completely flat. So you can see that the market has come down about the May 2022 area, not quite to 600 bucks, 625 roughly, 633-ish. This actually says 620, and then it's rallied all the way back up here now to above the $900 level, testing and playing with the 200-day moving average. What's interesting here is you can see that it is respecting the 20-day moving average pretty well. It's respected it all through here, basically respected it through the rally and respected it all through the decline, and it's now respecting it through the rally. Almost all stocks will find one of these moving averages that it respects, usually the 20-day, and this is a really good example of how Tesla has a lot of respect for a 20-day moving average. So it appears that's what's going on. When you look at this and extrapolate out, you can see that it's coming down to the 20-day. It's going to probably bounce across it here in the next week or two, and then it's going to make some type of flirtation with the 200-day moving average. The thing we notice about the 200-day moving average is it really doesn't respect it. So in this particular stock, it bounced off it here, it bounced off it here, but this slope or lack thereof is a really good indication to not pay a whole lot of attention to the 200-day moving average on a Tesla like stock at the moment. We can pretty much be comfortable that as long as we stay above the 200-day moving, the 20-day moving average, this stock is safe to trade on a short-term basis, but I would not necessarily say it's safe to trade on a long-term basis yet. This looks to me like this rally has kind of stalled out. You're definitely going to get a test of your 20-day here. I'm looking at this price to trade down to as low as 850, 840, back up to maybe even 950, and to do that for probably until mid-September or thereabouts, maybe early September. And then this stock should clear up in terms of whether or not it's going to continue to go higher or resume some type of kind of almost, it's a weird, I wouldn't call it a bear market, but some kind of a sideways market that nobody really knows what's going on. If you look at this stock and you put a line right about through here, this market's been sideways essentially for since October 21st. So coming up on 10-11 months, it's essentially been a sideways market. It's very huge volatility, but still sideways. If you take the numbers out of it and you don't look at 1200 and 700, this stock's been trading sideways. So I expect we're probably going to continue to have a sideways type market here for at least a couple of months, But again, the volatility is going to be huge, at least between 950 and maybe 775 is probably where we were going to go back and forth until it finally decides what it wants to do. And that could take quite a while. It wouldn't surprise me if you're still in that 6 months down the road. That's what I see with the moving averages. Let's take a look down here a little bit and see what RBAM research says. These are our algorithmically generated prices for stocks. We put out 190 plus every morning before 7 a.m. And let's find Tesla right here. So this was put out Friday, the 12th of August, at a 1-day hold, 5-day hold, 20-day hold. So let's take a look at what would have happened. The market did not trade at 836 or 845, didn't go that low on Friday, but it did get in the 155 range. So let's take a look. This is 155.23 on a 20-day hold. That means basically you had to be prepared to hold this stock worst case 20 days and close it out beforehand. If you make a profit, close it out worst case at the 20-day hold period if you are showing a loss. So let's take a look and see what happens. So again, our algorithm said to buy it at 855.23 on the 12th. So let's take a look. Here's the 12th. The low was 855.10. So we could have bought that stock. It rallied. Let's see here. And closed at 900. So you could have made 40 bucks, 45 bucks, something like that, just on a 1-day trade. So that's what RBAM research does. That's what we specialize in, algorithmically generating these prices every morning before 7 a.m. Again, 190 stocks. I'll scroll down here and show you how to get them absolutely free in a moment. But again, this works by generating these. We put them up before 7 a.m. And for stocks, we have longs only. And we generate for 1-day, 5-day, and a 20-day holding period. In the future, we'll have some longer holding periods, but this is what we have right now. You can get these absolutely free for 190 plus stocks, and you see them all here. I'm going to scroll past them quickly. Get down to the bottom. 190 stocks, the major forex pairs, Bitcoin for cryptos, and the most liquid futures. These prices are updated every morning before 7 a.m. Everything is longs and shorts except for the stocks. You can get them absolutely free, no credit card required, at rbamresearch.com. You just go in there, click the link, and sign up. If you like this video and you want to see some more, please click the like button. If you'd like to subscribe, please do that and leave some comments for us. Tell us how we can make it better. Please keep in mind everything that you've heard or seen on this website and from me is for entertainment purposes only. It's all our opinion, and you definitely trade at your own risk.